This Assess Your Knowledge video covers the topic Business Cycle Basics. Read each question and select the best answer. The correct answer and an explanation will follow each question. The business cycle is the periodic rise and fall of real GDP over time. When real GDP is rising and the growth rate is positive, an economy is in the expansion phase of the business cycle. When real GDP is declining and the growth rate is negative, the economy is in the recession phase of the business cycle. For this question, the point at which an expansion ends and a recession begins is called the peak of the business cycle. The point at which a recession ends and an expansion begins is called a trough. During a recession, production declines and unemployment rises as businesses lay off employees and other businesses fail. Once an economy reaches the end of the recession, or trough, the economy enters an expansion phase of the business cycle. Although economic growth is positive, unemployment remains elevated for some time. This is because businesses want to make sure the recession is over, and it takes time to hire new employees. The part of the business cycle when economic growth is positive, but unemployment remains elevated, is called a recovery. The recovery is part of the expansion phase of the business cycle. The correct answer for this question is C, an expansion. Although the growth rate for the economy declined from 3% to 1%, in both years the growth rate was positive, and therefore the economy was in the expansion phase of the business cycle. To be considered part of a recession, the growth rate would have had to be a negative number. The correct answer to this question is B, real GDP increases and labor productivity increases. This is because during the expansion phase of the business cycle, businesses tend to innovate and integrate new ideas into the production process.